TBF, and for as long as I can remember, family gatherings have been an experience. Not the warm, comforting kind though. More like an annual roast where I'm the main act. My family, especially my cousin Sarah, 35F, seems to think my single status is the funniest thing about me. Sarah's the unofficial queen of family events. She's the one who organizes everything, hosts most of the dinners, and makes sure everyone knows how perfect her life is. Her husband, Greg, has a great job. Her words, not mine, and she loves reminding everyone how well they're doing. It's always Greg just got a promotion, or we're remodeling the kitchen. Again, she's the type who'll casually mention how much their new custom cabinets cost, just to see who's paying attention. And Sarah's also the loudest when it comes to pointing out what's wrong with everyone else's lives, and for me it's always the same thing. When are you finally going to find someone? At every gathering, she'll somehow slip in a comment about how I'm wasting my good years. The rest of the family joins in like they've rehearsed it. My parents aren't any better. They'll drop hints about how I should stop being so picky, or how they'd love to see me settle down. What none of them seem to care about is that I'm doing fine without a husband. Actually, I'm doing more than fine. I've been working in tech for years now, and my career's going great. I'm saving for my dream home, I have no debt, and I just hit a big milestone at work with a promotion that I'm really proud of. But none of that matters to them. To my family, being single at 30 is practically a crime. The truth is, I've tried dating, I've had relationships that didn't work out, and I'm not rushing into anything just to say I'm not single anymore. I'd rather wait for the right person than settle for the wrong one. But explaining that to them is like shouting into the wind. They don't want to hear it. What they care about is appearances, and in their eyes, marriage is the ultimate status symbol. The worst moment came at my niece's birthday party a few months ago. It was one of those big, over-the-top celebrations Sarah loves to throw. Everything was pink and gold and sparkly, and it was clear Sarah had spent more time planning it than most people spend on their weddings. Somewhere between cutting the cake and handing out party favors, Sarah decided it was time to entertain the room. She got everyone's attention, and with her usual smug smile, said something like, well, at least one of us isn't wasting their good years alone. The room erupted into laughter. I just stood there, frozen. It felt like every single pair of eyes was on me, waiting to see if I'd laugh along. I didn't. That was the moment I realized I couldn't keep doing this. I wasn't going to be the family punching bag anymore. I didn't say anything that day, I just left early. But as I drove home, I made a promise to myself. The next time I walked into a family gathering, things would be different. For a while, I just stopped showing up. No more Sunday dinners, no more holiday parties. I told my parents I was busy, which wasn't even a lie. I threw myself into work, started a new fitness routine, and even picked up a few hobbies I'd always wanted to try. It felt good to focus on myself for a change, and then out of nowhere, I met Liam 33M. I wasn't even looking for someone at the time. I downloaded a dating app mostly out of boredom, and there he was. His profile wasn't flashy, no shirtless gym selfies or photos of him posing with expensive cars. He just seemed normal. We started talking, and it was like we'd known each other forever. Liam's an entrepreneur. He runs his own company, but you'd never know it from how humble he is. He doesn't brag or make a big deal about his success, which is such a refreshing change from what I'm used to. We've been taking things slow, and for the first time in a long time, I feel like I've found someone who gets me. One night, we were talking about work, and he mentioned he was in the process of acquiring a mid-sized company in an industry I didn't know much about. I didn't think much of it at the time, but something about the way he described it rang a bell. A few years ago, at some family dinner, Sarah had gone on and on about Greg's job. She'd mentioned he worked for a big shot family-owned company that sounded a lot like the one Liam was talking about. I didn't bring it up to Liam right away, mostly
Scan the QR code to download TikTok. The subsequent story endings are explosive and full of hidden surprises waiting for you. You can also get rewards by creating a new account.